All right, PlayStation 4 press conference. We're going to be talking about that. I know it's a little bit different, a little talky over my video, but hey, what not? So I got done watching the press conference here on the live stream over there at Ustream, and so I'm going to give you my first impressions. Now, I'm a hardcore PC gamer. I've been PC gaming for years now. The last newest system I owned was a PlayStation 2, and I think the biggest thing that got me out of gaming consoles was the price tag, especially when you got to buy into new, and it always costs so much, and it took a long time before the price came down to something was acceptable, like $700. That's a steep price for a console, but I can get a PC. But PlayStation 4, guess what the price is, or at least the starting price. What they're saying is $400. That's less than the Xbox What? I'm calling it the Xbox One because their press conference was quite amazing, and they did the whole thing, and you get to keep your used games. So I mean, they're really just not doing what Xbox is doing, which was kind of hilarious. They put a lot of good jabs on them, actually. You own your content, you don't have to check in. I mean, you got the disc, right? You paid $50-$60 for that. They're doing everything, I guess, the way it should be done, and a lot of people are really excited to hear that. Not to mention, they got a lot of great games coming out. I mean, all that stuff that we saw, obviously you can just go watch it, and there's far too many to watch. I think Final Fantasy, I loved Final Fantasy back in the day. That was probably my favorite. I know it was mostly pre-rendered and stuff like that, but I tell you what. Yes, it looked very good. It almost got me to pre-order it right now. Let's see here. But yeah, that's a real big question. I'm a hardcore gamer as far as PC goes. So will I be buying the PlayStation 4? I gotta admit, at this price, it seems awfully tempting. But again, at this price, do you even get a hard drive with it? Because that'd be kind of funny if you don't get a hard drive. That's extra. The next price tag is $700. We'll find out later on, right? It seems like they were really just kind of going, and they've done everything right. It looks really good. PlayStation 4 is going to be hyped to the nines. Everybody's going to be looking at this. Another good feature that I saw was the live streaming to Ustream. I know Xbox One, aka Xbox What, is going to be streaming to Twitch. So we're going to be seeing the battle of the streams, which sounds kind of dirty. But the real question is are people going to be able to monetize their streams if they're streaming from a console? Because, with PCs, you can go either way. And then they toss ads in there, and it's kind of an interesting gray zone, which for a while I'm sure people will probably be able to kind of get in there and monetize that stuff. But who knows? I mean, I don't know. You start throwing in trailers, and that's copyrighted stuff. It's going to be a dangerous zone for those guys doing that sort of thing. A lot of us that do the PC stuff are very careful. And I don't do a lot of the live streaming stuff. I do pre-recorded stuff so I can make sure I check out what's copyrighted and what's not. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a whole new thing. Is live streaming, for me, this is kind of the big question. Two questions. Let me just sum this up. Is live streaming on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 going to enhance people's ability to share their gameplay? And not only that, for those of us that do it quite oftenly and try to make a few bucks, if we're really putting towards a lot of effort and we kind of get subscribed and partnered and all that stuff, is that going to loosen the copyright laws on games, or is it going to force them to cinch it down? I mean, we've seen Nintendo and previous companies kind of fight that kind of copyrighted area and try to gain monetization of people who are putting their content out there on the web. It's a very gray zone. It's very complicated. I'm not even going to try to explain it at all. Now, the second thing is, are PC gamers going to be looking at the PlayStation 4 thinking now, I could upgrade my PC for $700, or can I just roll over to a PlayStation 4 for $400? That's going to be a big question. Of course, I'm a hardcore PC gamer, and I'm probably always going to be a PC gamer because I'm a big fan of MMOs, and at the end of the day, new consoles seem to really kick butt for that first year. Not only that, I mean, then they kind of they get a lot of big games and whatnot, but then the PC always seems to just come right back and take over, because the PC is one of those systems that continuously upgrades, of course, for price, right? So I guess a lot of people saying, hey, am I going to upgrade or am I not going to upgrade? Because if you have a slower computer, these next-gen games are going to be coming out with, obviously, more demanding graphics because they're built for the current gen, or shall we say, at this point, the next gen. And, again, is that price difference going to be attractive enough to say, hey, maybe I'll just drop $400 on a PS4 and not worry about the PC? At any rate, I don't know. Because right now, computers are so much faster than the current gen consoles that our games are limited. So I'm not even sure people know what their PCs are capable of, because nobody's putting games out there that are that demanding. We'll just have to see where it all ends up. Should be quite interesting. Let me know what you think about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I like saying that. That's fun. People, I know. I like the Xbox 360. The Xbox One just has some bad rap roll at the moment. And I like saying the Xbox what? So, at any rate, thanks for watching. I'm Brothgar. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next game.